Just caught MP's first game.
Looking good, my guy.
All right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it takes, Coach. You know I'm game.
Look, everyone thinks what happens out there is what creates an NBA legend, but they're wrong. 90% of the work happens here, behind the scenes.
Coach, that was great. That was really helpful.
Which reminds me, we've talked a lot about maximizing your playing career, which is critical. But you need to remember, you become the best version of you so we can become the best version of us.
Yeah, it's okay.
Coach, you have to put that on a t-shirt.
I am serious,
Yeah, no,
MP.
I'm serious too. You become
This is a team game. Everything you do both on and off the court affects
Yeah,
our
no, I might not
ability
go
to
to
win
the
games.
game tomorrow.
Okay, team chemistry is vitally important to our success, and if you do things that negatively affect that, you hurt the team. A press conference answer that rubs someone the wrong way might mean they look you off when you're open, and now we're taking a contested shot
what?
instead of an open one. It's all connected, and it all matters. Are we clear?
Yeah.
Crystal.
Good. Now rest up, rehydrate, and follow the trainer's plan to a T.
Yeah, possibly.
Proper recovery is just as important as proper training. And you get back to work tomorrow.
I don't know. I'll just see what I'm doing. I'll see how I'm going.
You let these guys like the beam, and you're going to have to stand there and watch it. Objects in motion, stay in motion, as long as they want. Get after it, MP.
Oh, say does that.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys
Timberwolves leading by 6. Hearing scouts talk about MP before the draft, the one concern they had was his hesitation to take over games himself.
And I think that's just how MP is wired, right? He's always been a team-first player, even if that means sacrificing his own shot a bit too often.
They've got Sabonis Monk is out there with Carter. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's LaRavia in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Sabonis. MP grabs the miss.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Oh, MP makes it look easy.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
DiVincenzo against Fultz. Lyles no good.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. MP sets the screen for Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Excellent touch on the floater. Edwards is such a dynamic offensive talent.
Here's Fultz. The shot from the low post is good. So it's the Timberwolves now. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. They'll start a 3-game homestand with that game. There's a screen. Alexander Walker misses the 3.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Some thought that Domantas Sabonis was the snub of the 2024 All-Star selections. RJ, what'd you think?
It's easy to see why people felt that way. He is a walking double-double, Kevin. Oftentimes, it's a triple-double. But there's so much talent in the league, even he can get overlooked.
MP passes to Alexander Walker. Reed with a screen on Fultz. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Timeout called by the Kings. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Ellis is checked in for the Kings. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. 5th, the Timberwolves.
That tells you the kind of strong defense they played last season. It wasn't easy to bring the ball inside against them at all.
What? They have Zach LaVine, Keegan Murray, DeMar DeRozan, Markelle Fultz, okay. And who the
Here's
fuck
Ellis.
does a fucking...
Still scoreless.
Does a fucking...
Monk outside.
Bulls? Like, does the Bulls
Here's
even have
LaRavia.
anybody?
Defended by Alexander
Who
Walker.
does
And
the
that
Bulls
one
have
good.
on their team anymore then?
Guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. Pass to DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen on Ellis. Shot clock at 6. Here's MP. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. And the dunk by Lyles.
strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Fires from deep. Monk grabs the board. The Kings trail by 7. Here's LaRavia. Right side Sabonis. Kicks it out to Ellis. Here's LaRavia. Defended by Alexander Walker.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
Count that bucket.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous.
Yeah, I can't remember where they're from. No, not California. Yeah, no, it is basketball, but not from California. But yeah, the Bulls. Yeah, it might be Michigan. I don't think. I'm trying to think. Hold on. No. Chicago Bulls. Yeah, Chicago Bulls. Yeah, the Chicago Bulls. I just looked at the Sacramento Kings. And the Sacramento Kings have like 3 of their best players. Yeah, and I'm like, hang on a second, how the fuck did that happen? I'm like, bruh, like if they're the Chicago Bulls, like if the Kings have taken that many of their players, what the hell is left?
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
They've been doing a lot of things
like,
right.
Do they even have anybody left? Like, they took DeMar DeRozan, and they also took fucking, who else did they take? It was, oh yeah, Zach LaVine. Like, what the fuck?
And it's the Kings with the ball. Ellis surveying the D. Monk outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Monk's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You can't let Monk get comfortable from three-point land because he will make you pay all night long.
Over to the wing. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel.
Oh,
Plenty of room to knock down the shot. McDaniel's got his first points in this one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
One for 3. That one, no good.
Well, I'll tell you
what. Oh,
what,
hell yeah, we're going to get to watch Yoda
if he
fuck
keeps
up.
shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Outside Conley.
Huh?
Pass to Gobert. Randall against Levine. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. A nice shot by McDaniels. And now it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate.
Ellis outside. He's looking for Levine and finds him.
My God,
Monk
Yoda
outside.
is just on another level.
Valanciunas with a screen on McDaniel. The shot by Monk is no good.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
No, you don't have to.
MP
I'm talking to
Conley.
you.
Timberwolves passing it around. MP, no good. The Kings trail by 11. Monk dishes to Ellis. Pass to Valanciunas.
Just no Yoda. He Count Dooku just goes. Count Dooku says, "I've become more powerful than any Jedi, including you," and then uses the electric power on Yoda, and Yoda just absorbs it through his hand. And then Yoda goes, "Much you have to learn, my old Padawan." And I'm sitting there going, "Oh shit!" And then he goes to the lightsaber battle. But did you know how the history works?
MP's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Gobert
Yoda
to MP.
Yoda trained Count
Now,
Dooku.
McDaniels.
Count Dooku trained Qui-Gon Jinn.
McDaniels got the lead up to 14.
Qui-Gon Jinn trained Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi trained Anakin Skywalker. So do you see the rhythm?
Look here for DeRozan. And again, unable to change momentum here. And so Conley will
every second, like Apprentice is a fucking rat. So, yeah, you go, Yoda, good. He trained Dooku. Dooku turned bad. Qui-Gon, he trained Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon Jinn, good. Actually, no, not really. There was a bit of a, yeah. Obi-Wan was more than good. To be honest with you, like, if you take into account of like Jedi,
and you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure.
He is probably by far the most accomplished Jedi.
They took the air out of the crowd again
of
and again with
all
big
Jedi.
shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
How a timeout called by
He beat Darth Vader twice. He beat General Grievous. He beat Asajj Ventress twice. He defeated Darth Maul twice. He also beat, who else did he beat? Darth Maul's brother.
Murray's checked in for Monk.
Oh no, he's not in the movies. He's not. Darth Maul's not in the movies. No, Darth Maul's brother's not in the movies. Who else did Obi-Wan beat? Oh, he also beat Mace Windu in a duel. And Mace Windu is supposed to be the best duelist. because
DeRozan finds Valanciunas. Ellis right side. Back to DeRozan.
huh?
Clock at 6.
Yeah.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there.
No, what I was saying is like the nothing. I was thinking. No, I caught myself trying to think.
First.
Monks checked in for Sacramento. Minnesota
Like
leading by 16.
I put my foot in my mouth to try to
MP outside.
like think.
Pass to McDaniels. A three-pointer off the mark. Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second.
Because I wanted to make sure I had the right facts before I said anything.
They just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Randall outside.
Fuck. I'm trying to think.
Puts up a 3. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed.
He beat actually. Yeah, no, I'm wrong. He beats a Sarge Ventress 3 times, and Count Dooku once. So, yeah.
Have been from beyond.
And also follows the Jedi Code to a T.
And the turnover again by Sacramento.
Like he never
Murphy's
breaks
Law right now,
the
and it's
Jedi
been
Code
their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
like
Minnesota
Anakin
with the
does. Anakin breaks
They're on
it
a
like
19 to
every
7
fucking
run.
10 seconds.
Pass to MP. Now here's
So-
McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to MP. McDaniels got 10 points.
Yeah, I'll keep talking. I'm gonna keep talking. Because fuck you. Cause like fuck you. No, because you like me talking, and now that I want to talk, you want to go to bed. So fuck you. I'll be back. I'm going to the toilet, and when I get back, I'm gonna have a Star Wars trivia for you. So get ready. I'll be back. Nothing.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Outside, Levine. There's the triple. No good that time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
We knew they wanted a track meet, and, man, they got it. What a pace they've set.
Very hard to beat them at their own game. They wear you out, and we've still got a whole other half to go. And, guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
These two guys we thought they'd bring in tonight, it has been brought, playing with no fear.
Can't forget about your teammates, though. Got to keep them involved, too.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Yeah, if you want to get me anything for my next birthday or Christmas, gaming gloves.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and execute.
Pardon? Oh, just for to keep my hands and wrists warm.
Insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means.
That's alright. I'll get the gaming gloves. I don't even know if they exist.
The complexities of the new restrictions, but basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Monk, it's blocked, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
The Kings making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Just 2 to shoot. They get it back. Monk for 3. Nice hit again. Here's LaRavia. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Sabonis has got 6 assists in the game. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for Minnesota. Pass to Clark. Here's Alexander Walker. Into the lane. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For the Sacramento Kings, GA, the expectations for this group have risen.
Well, it was about just making the playoffs for this franchise and breaking that drought. Now, Kevin, it's about advancing in the postseason. Just getting there isn't good enough.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. but not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference final.
Finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about. Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. MV with a screen on Lyles. Randall with the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Clark outside. DiVincenzo with the screen for Clark. And the three off target.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Took him no time at all on that one. Levine's got 19 points.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Pass to Randall. Takes a three. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's LaRavia. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. On the wing, MP. Pass to DiVincenzo. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 12 in the game. Now here's Levine. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Again, Sacramento. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Timberwolves ahead, up by 16. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
It's something I've never noticed in the movie.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect
something
delivery.
I've never noticed in the Star Wars movies.
A spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot.
So,
this is one of those
you know, it's hard to explain. Do you know the third movie where they're in the elevator?
Has not been an evenly fought contest. Levine is out there with Lyons. And there's Monk. Then it's Ellis. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5.
And they go, and Obi-Wan's trying to get into contact with R2.
That one. The defense got
but R2 can't do anything because there are those 2 droids.
MP up top.
Yeah, and R2 gets the elevator wrong.
He's guarded by Ellis. And DiVincenzo is good for 3.
I didn't realize, but when Anakin gets back in the elevator, he goes, what happened? He goes, well, R2 goes, no loose wire jokes. He goes, what? I didn't say anything.
Valanciunas with a screen on DiVincenzo.
Like, he was like saying, don't make fun of R2.
It's Levine. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the
he was saying, don't you dare. He was like, don't you dare say anything about it. He was like, no loose wire jokes, as in, like, don't you dare make fun of R2. He's like, what? I didn't say anything.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do.
No, like, he was just like saying, don't make fun of R2. He's like, he's trying.
When he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
First free throw is good.
But then, like, it cuts back to R2-D2, right? Covering 2 droids in oil and lighting them on fire while they're having this, while they're having an argument.
got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
And so Levine
RTD, like while they're having an argument about him, RTD is lighting 2 droids on fire.
That is the combination you want.
MP, no good. The Kings trail by 17. Monk outside. From the arc. And it's Levine that time on the assist by Monk. Monk's got 9 assists now tonight.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
MP inside. Guarded by Valanciunas. And Zoelis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Monk finds Ellis. There's the drive. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Pass to Alexander Walker. MP with a screen on Ellis. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Ellis outside. Valanciunas dishes to Levine. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. Basket counts.
One reason Levine has been an all-star, Zach can be the playmaker or the scorer.
DiVincenzo against Ellis. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Wiles. Monk outside. Now Levine. Shot from 12. And it's MP with the rebound. Outside Edwards. Back to MP. The layup off target. The Kings trail by 13. Inside. Here's Wiles. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
When Monk isn't finding his own shot, he's making some slick passes.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Keegan Murray's checked in for Trey Lyles. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Mike Conley's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Pass to Levine. Tries the spin move. Rebound Minnesota.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
MP inside. Valanciunas is there. The Kings have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Outside Levine. Valanciunas sets a screen for Levine. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Reed. From deep. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Valanciunas passes to Monk. And it's Murray penetrating. And the rejection by MP. Alexander Walker on the wing. Guarded by Levine. Conley kicks to Reed. That 3 off the mark. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's Valanciunas. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Conley, the pass to Reed. Over in the corner, Edwards. Drills the three-pointer. Edwards got 24 points.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Ellis kicks to Levine. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
And he makes the first. And the Kings, RJ, with back-to-back seasons of 40-plus wins.
This is a huge step forward for the Sacramento Kings, Kevin. It had been 16 years since they achieved that feat. But now, with this strong nucleus, there's a lot more optimism in Sacramento, and rightfully so.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Sacramento. DeRozan comes in for Ellis. And finished off by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Kings. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. Down low. Sabonis' shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
MP against Sabonis. MP dishes to Randall. Off target from three-point range. The Kings trail by 17. Pass to Monk. Back to DeRozan. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Randall, and then Randall slams it in.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
Murray outside. Pass to Sabonis. Over MP. Sacramento again missing. Murray against Randall. MP kicks to Randall. MP with a screen on Murray. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 30 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Monk, the pass to Sabonis. Outside for Murray. Back to Sabonis. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
To the paint. MP inside. Defended by Sabonis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Levine's checked in for the Kings. McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. The Kings trail by 18. There's Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
As a coach, you know that you can count on Sabonis to give you a double-double every night.
Conley kicks to McDaniel. Conley sets a screen for McDaniel. Sinks the three-pointer.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
They get the rebound. Out to DeRozan. Off target from outside.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not helping things. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Randall outside. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 16th rebound on the night. Outside, Levine. Pass to Murray. DeRozan for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Conley. Outside, Edwards. MP with it. DeRozan defending. Here's MP. DeRozan with the rebound. The Kings trail by 19. Looking to get back on track here. Randall with the block.
When Randall is engaged defensively, he can make some spectacular plays and really brings an intimidation factor to the game.
McDaniels passes to MP. The layup missed. And for Sacramento, they're shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Wide open look here for Murray. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Not just a scorer, Monk is also a quality facilitator for this team.
Pass to MP. Randall with the ball. Sabonis defending. Randall down low. Sabonis is there. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Outside, Levine. Buries the long-range jumper. Levine's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Minnesota.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Julius Randle.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Sabonis finds Levine. Sacramento moving it around. Sabonis' screen on Conley. To the inside. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on MP.
Showing off his strength, Sabonis powers through the foul and gets it to fall.
And that one misses. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's MP. Sabonis grabs the board.
Huh?
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to...
I'm so smart.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. that for real?
Yeah, got him on the phone.
Okay, see you there.
Spaghetti. Oh.
MP got the job done tonight, as usual.
Okay. Quests. Okay, I did him on one game.
Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
Alright, let's play.
Hey, MP. It's your world.
Let's go. Dope.
The home debut for this team and the home debut for the rookie MP. He'll have his chance to make a lasting first impression here in just a moment as this stadium gets ready to rock. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Toronto Raptors. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Toronto. On Monday, they'll be playing against Russell Westbrook and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Wednesday, they kick off a road trip to Charlotte, where they'll take on the Hornets.
They're looking at an almost ideal stretch of schedule. Games they can win all on home court. They'd have to really go cold to not have these next couple games go their way.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barnes and Poeltl down low at the 4 and 5. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with Dick, and it's Ingram in at the 3. And for Minnesota, Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with Jaden McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Something that the organization loves about MP, Grant. He's always letting his game do the talking.
Yeah, he'll respond with a quip here or there, but for the most part, MP lets his actions do the work, not his mouth. He's very mature and as focused of a rookie that you'll find.
You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything could happen in the NBA, Grant.
Yeah, that is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire...
Will go for a different look here. MP's checked in for Gobert. Reed comes in for Julius Randle. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. There's 1:12 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Ingram. Here's Shed. With some arc. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. MP outside. From behind the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. Outside Ingram. Pass to Barrett. Hits the jump hook.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Back to DiVincenzo. Down low. And stolen by Boucher. Here comes Toronto on the push. Barrett can't hit.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Edwards with it. That one drops for him.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Unable to get that one. And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And their defense has stood out. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets. They're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
Tell you what, they have outworked the opposition and have capitalized on the putbacks, bagging their own groceries tonight, boys.
Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's MP in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
Outstanding decision-making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. really good possession.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. MP, the pass to Reed. Back to Alexander Walker. No good from outside.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Clark with Minnesota being a major player in the West now. Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And yet, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
That evens the score. Boucher's got 4 points in the quarter.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Alexander Walker, the pass to DiVincenzo. Reed for 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
Pass to Barrett. Now here's Boucher, covered by MP, and the shot goes down. Boucher's got 6.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's DiVincenzo, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Just 5 to shoot. Edwards, the pass to MP. Second shot opportunity. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Barrett. Boucher, left side. From 12 feet. And it's Toronto with another.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Ingram. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after.
All right, MP, get back in there.
Here's Barnes. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Now Conley. MP finds McDaniels. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Toronto has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Conley against Quickly. Outside Barrett. Clock at 6. Randall with a steal. Conley with the ball. Now Quickly defending. Conley passes to Gobert. Gobert not bothered by the D.
It's too easy for him when he's that close. The defense has to put a body on Gobert inside.
Pass to Pirtle. Dick with it. And here's Quickly. Barnes the screen. And Quickly gets the 3. And the Raptors lead by 3.
They are shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
MP against Barnes. MP, the pass to Gobert. To the inside. Pass to Randall. Just 3 to shoot. They double Randall. And he can't get that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Toronto leading by 3. From 13, Barrett can't hit.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. but somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Conley passes to Gobert. Quickly against Randall. And here's MP from outside. Oh, MP showing the big range.
Hey, everybody's got a three-shot now. MP's is looking really nice.
Quickly passes to Barnes. Let's go with a three. Minnesota with a rebound. McDaniels got 4 rebounds in the game.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Pass to MP. Screen by MP. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by MP. Now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
Barnes, it's good.
And Barnes doesn't back down from anyone, embracing the contact on the way up.
Quickly against Conley. Pass to MP. Out left to the wing. Screen by MP. Randall. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Randall's got 8.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Hurdle with a screen on Randall. For 3, Barrett. It's rebounded by Minnesota. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
They should have steamrolled this club last year, but that's not how it played out.
You know, it was 1-1 split from 2 teams on the opposite side of the standings. And, you know, as we've said many times, anything can happen when you play out of conference.
Here's Quickly. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Outside Barnes. Outside Barrett. Barnes with a screen on Randall. The 3, Barrett. Counted from distance. Barrett's got his second bucket of the night.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
MP finds Conley.
Yeah, he's one of the last quintessential pure point guards. Mike Conley, steady as they come, looks for others first. He wants to make passes before he scores. He's a guy you love to have as a teammate.
First free throw is good. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And playoff success has been rare in Minnesota. Last year was the first series win in 20 years, Clark.
How about this fact? That was LeBron's rookie season, 2004, B.A. That's the last time the Timberwolves advanced in the playoffs. So T-Wolves fans, I think, really savored the trip to the conference finals and are looking for more from this group going forward. You can certainly see the potential that MP has working inside the paint like that.
Barrett against Randall. Outside Barrett. Shoots over Randall. Barrett can't hit. He got it up. Doesn't go that time. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for tuning. Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play? Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
Their effort on the offensive glass has set a strong...
Glad you could join us.
Second half of basketball. Minnesota with some changes. MP's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. So the Raptors 5 right now. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with Dick. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then it's Chris Boucher. And it's Abaji in at the power forward position. Boucher right side. Pass to Abaji. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Randall. Conley's got his third bucket of the night.
Slick move that time by Conley with the rock, carving out some space for himself to get the hoop.
Outside Dick. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Dick gets the bucket. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Conley passes to MP. On the wing, Alexander Walker. And the 3 off target. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. Quickly up top. He's guarded by Conley. Outside Barrett. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to MP. Quickly against Randall. Outside, Alexander Walker. That 3's off the mark. Raptors trail by 6. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Quickly passes to Dick. To the paint. Stolen by Conley. MP outside. Randall right side. Back to MP. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Minnesota again missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Here's Boucher. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Boucher's got 10 points in the game.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
MP outside. Alexander Walker, the pass to Conley. MP left side. Here's Abaji. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
To stop the drought, here's MP. Goes back up. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Barrett. For the tie. Outside for Boucher. For the lead. Sinks it from distance. He's got 13.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
A big-time effort for Brandon Ingram, providing a lot of energy for the Toronto Raptors. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports, coming your way right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Dante DiVincenzo, Naz Reid out there with MP. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And here is Barrett. Well, Grant, the Raptors are in the middle of a rebuild and are looking to establish an identity here.
Yeah, they've got some solid young pieces, specifically Scotty Barnes. They just need more experience and some time in order to learn what it takes to win at this level.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Alexander Walker, the pass to MP. MP, a screen on Ingram. Inside. On the wing, MP, covered by Boucher. Alexander Walker, good, and the assist goes to MP. Alexander Walker's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. To the middle. Here's Boucher, and finished off by Boucher.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That'll be a second foul of the game. DiVincenzo, the pass to Reed. Edwards looking it over. Rebounded by Ingram.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Pass to Shed. Back to Ingram. From deep. Rebound Minnesota.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Edwards. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Boucher outside. Outside Ingram. Boucher a screen on Reed. Here's Ingram. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Ingram's got 11 points here in the second half.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. And he's getting to his spot, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
Reed passes to DiVincenzo. On target from range. DiVincenzo's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 3. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. And it's good for 2. Ingram's gotten 4 this quarter.
Making the most of his opportunities. He's been effective down the stretch.
Alexander Walker, the pass to MP. Second chance shot. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Barrett. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, the aggressive mindset of Barrett, looking to score and force defenses into difficult situations.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, you know, their offensive rebounding throughout this one has been clutch, timely. I mean, it's kept the ball out of the enemy's hands and gotten them lots of second chance points. That's a winning recipe.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
And that one's good from Conley.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
To the paint. Boucher. Outside for Ingram. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Ingram's got 16 points here in the second half.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Outside Edwards. MP, a screen on Barrett. Edwards, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside Dick. Here's Ingram. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Ingram's got 24 points.
And, you know, as time goes on, Ingram continues to embrace more responsibility. He wants to be the focal point of this offense.
MP finds DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Walter. Pass to Ingram. Floats one. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Naz Reid. Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle comes in for DiVincenzo. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive, too.
I like how MP did not settle for the lay-in. He left no room when he threw it down.
Here's Quickly. Outside Dick. And here's Ingram outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Conley passes to MP. Back to Conley. Beyond the arc. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Toronto trailing. Quickly finds Pirtle. Here's Dick. Pass to Barrett. Randall with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
MP, a screen on Pirtle. Here's Gobert. Gobert working inside.
Yeah, and Gobert's teammates encourage him to seek out his offense, especially when he's this deep.
Outside Dick. And here's Ingram from the arc. The rebound by MP. MP's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Conley. Outside Edwards. Pass to MP. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Here's Gobert, guarded by Quickly. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Dick. Raptors trail by 4. Outside Ingram. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Gobert passes to Conley. MP outside. Here's Edwards. Edwards, so good inside.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. McDaniel. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A clean win and one.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow. They talk the talk, but you walk the walk.
visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it.
Let's go. Hottest team in the land coming through.
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you court. One thing Shams here talked about, banning top 10 pick protections in trades. Why is that?
We saw doubt.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. MP's checked in for Gobert. Reed comes in for Julius Randle. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Washington comes in for Davis. Christie, he's checked in for Marshall. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Dante Exum. On the floor for Dallas. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Christie in at the small forward. DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. To stop the run. And the three ball is good.
You don't want to leave Reed any space out there. He's an efficient three-point shooter.
Here's Irving. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Dinwiddie outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 10 points for Spencer Dinwiddie. Timberwolves trail by 7. Alexander Walker passes to MP. Outside Edwards. MP with a screen on Christie. No good from outside.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Edwards against Christie. Irving passes to Christie. Just 5 on the clock. The deep three from Irving. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Spencer Dinwiddie firing on all cylinders for the Mavericks. He got into double digits for the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, how about the way they decimated the opposition on the offensive glass, getting an impressive number of second chance points.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Irving, and it's Christie in at the 3 slot. Alexander Walker passes to MP. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades that midseason this league has seen. A very long time.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor when shooting that jumper.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. For the screen on Edwards. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And to the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now. And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Outside Irving. From outside the arc. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Gafford sets the pick for Dinwiddie. From outside, off the mark.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
DiVincenzo passes to MP. Now, Alexander Walker shoots. Mavericks with the rebound. Gafford's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. Dallas leading by 7. To the middle. Here's Gafford. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
Outside Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Irving attacking, and he banks in the layup. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
A defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
Reed kicks to Edwards. Edwards. Cashing in from outside.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
DiVincenzo passes to MP. MP with a screen on Washington. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Edwards. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Now here is Irving. And it's MP with the rebound.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Pass to DiVincenzo. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot in flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Go. He's checked in for Edwards. Williams, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Davis, the pass to Lively. Back to Davis. Nifty move. Davis using his size.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strength.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Shams stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't meet a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
MP kicks to Conley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, the leadership and steadiness Mike Conley brings to his team can't be overstated. A true locker room leader and a vet who sets a great tone out on the floor.
Hardy, he's checked in for Williams. That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And here's Hardy. Six to shoot. Pass to Davis. And the rejection by MP. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hello, the Western Conference winner, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Little love going to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Just another big-time.
Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
I don't know what they have to do to get a rebound. They're forced.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in. Minnesota making some changes. MP's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Reed comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for McDaniels. Then for the Mavericks, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Washington comes in for Najee Marshall. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Naz Reid out there with MP. Then there's Edwards. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Gafford. And Gafford throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
MP finds DiVincenzo. MP against Gafford. And Reed has it in the corner. Conley inside the line. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Just a veteran play by Conley there, giving the D no time to react off the catch.
Exum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Exum. Got a piece of it. Here's Davis. Gafford kicks to Exum. Davis gets a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Edwards with the burst.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Pass to Washington. Dinwiddie is screen on Edwards. And here's Washington outside. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, that's on the defense. How did they let MP get deep positioning like that?
It's Davis on the wing. And no good that time. Timberwolves trail by 6. DiVincenzo passes to MP. Back to DiVincenzo. Reed with the screen on Dinwiddie. Conley gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him. To make the right decision.
If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
36 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Dinwiddie. There's the lob to the hoop. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. The Mavericks also with a sub. Christie's checked in. 29 seconds left to play in the third. How about this run, Greg, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple. Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
DiVincenzo against Dinwiddie. Christie with the screen on DiVincenzo. Pass to Davis. Over Reed. That's good from Davis on the assist by Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Mavericks lead by 3. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Mavericks. Big men on the floor for them. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Kyrie Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Christie in at the 3. Dinwiddie finds Irving. Here's Gafford. DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds in this game. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Mavericks leading by 3. Dinwiddie attacking and stolen by MP. Puts it up from 15. Edwards, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Shots good by Gafford.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
The Timberwolves have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's MP, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Dinwiddie against Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Here's Washington. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Alexander Walker passes to DiVincenzo. MP with it. Guarded now by Irving. Reed gets the bucket.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Sinks the triple. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Edwards' shot is good.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Pass to Christie. Washington with it. Down low. Gafford inside. MP's there. Outside Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Reed with the rebound. Reeves got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ball's knocked loose. Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Irving. Here's Washington. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, it's only his 2nd 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
It's Edwards on the wing. Timberwolves passing it around. MP kicks to Edwards. The 3 for DiVincenzo. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
And how about the awareness of Dinwiddie? Excellent job spotting the open teammate there.
Reed the pass to DiVincenzo. Lobbed up there for Edwards up high.
Well, the athleticism Edwards has is off the charts. He makes those alley-oop catches look effortless.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Irving against DiVincenzo. No good from Irving. Minnesota's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. To take the lead, Edwards getting the close range too.
Well, it might not be fair, but most nights we expect Edwards to put up big scoring numbers. That's what you ask of your stars.
Irving with it, picked up by Edwards. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Thursday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. Then on Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
And for that game against Chicago, it's the 8th time they'll take the floor in this fledgling season. They'll be prepared for a tough one there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Clark, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Conley's shot is off.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Here's Washington. Great D that time from Edwards. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A 2-point game. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Pass to MP. And here's Reed. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Edwards, no good. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Now Exum. Now here's Gafford. Covered by MP. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle comes in for Naz Reid. And it's McDaniels in for Clark. And then for Dallas, Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Anthony Davis comes in for Martin. And it's Najee Marshall in for P.J. Washington. Marshall with it. Working on McDaniels. Lively the pass to Marshall. On the wing, Irving. Covered by Conley. They need this one. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Exum. Exum's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Timberwolves trail. Here's MP. What a move, MP.
Just a smart veteran play by Conley, making sure the ball gets to the guy with the best shot available.
Exum with it. Pass to Marshall. Right side Davis. Irving kicks to Exum. Now here's Marshall. Fires for 3. MP grabs the miss. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Randall dishes to MP. MP powers through the contact inside.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Irving. Pass to Marshall. Here is Davis. Marshall deciding where to go with it. Fires away from way outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. And MP throws it down.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
And here's Exum. Now here's Marshall. Inside. Conley grabs the miss.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Edwards passes to MP. Randall outside. Back to MP. MP sets the screen for Randall. No good on the triple. Mavericks trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Irving. And he lays it straight in. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
And make no mistake, Irving wants the ball in his hands in these moments. His confidence is off the charts.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy.
win tonight, MP.
Oh, hi. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in.
There he is. Showtime, MP. True ballers only. It's good, MP.
And it's all happening in Minnesota from the Target Center in Minneapolis. The Nuggets. A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And the injury story, when you're missing 2 players, including a starter, a lot changes. Rotations and roles.
2 injuries, one of their stars out. It's all about how you respond to adversity.
Oh, look at this.
You're just reacting in real time to how the game unfolds. Minutes are always a concern when it's a back-to-back situation. Well, let's say we get down the stretch and this is a possession ball game. Usually you're going to choose, I'm going to put my best players on the floor and try to win the game right in front of me.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Pass to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
I'll tell you, sometimes you can make a statement with a dunk. MP, yes, sir.
Down low. Najee, good. Najee's got his second basket of the night. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. MP left side. Back to Conley. MP, a screen on Murray. Conley passes to MP. Now Gobert. Outside Edwards. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Drills it from deep. Edwards has got 8.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Pass to Jordan. Murray with it. And it's Gobert with a rebound. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
And that one's good from Conley.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
Here's Murray. And it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Edwards, a pass to MP. Rebound by the Nuggets.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
To the inside. Here's Najee. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll return shortly. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. We've got Zeke Naji. He's out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Pickett in at the 1. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. Denver shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the technical free throw is good. Well, Doris, if you're a Wolves fan, you really have to enjoy the present.
Well, think about it. 56-26 last year, their 2nd best record ever. A 3 seed in the West, also their 2nd best ever. As long as they have the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, that team should be effective.
Ooh, Edwards with style and authority.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Here's Pickett. And he drives in. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. On the take, Edwards. Here's Alexander Walker. Knocks down the long J. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Out to the wing. Here's Strawther. No points so far. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
That shot off. Nuggets trail by 6. Pass to Pickett. Here's Strawther. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Strawther's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. On the wing, Alexander Walker. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his 2nd make this quarter.
Here's Pickett. Pass to Strawther. Here's Pickett. He's guarded by Conley. Jokic the screen. This one for 3. Pickett can't hit. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Alexander Walker, the pass to MP. Now here's Gobert. Outside, Alexander Walker. The kick out to Edwards. Back to MP. Edwards finds MP. MP battles him inside.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Nuggets trail by 8. Jokic with a screen on Conley. And that one's good. Pickett.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
It was textbook rim protection in that game, taking real pride in shutting down the other team.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Clock at 2. Here's MP. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. The Nuggets have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Tyson. Offline with a 3. Minnesota leading by 5. Edwards, the pass to Conley. Picked it. Out on his own on the break. With the floater. Oh, good D by Edwards.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Can't hit the step back J. Nuggets trail by 5. To the left wing. Corner shot. Strawther, no good.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Edwards. Tries the 9-footer. Inside. Edwards lays it in.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Jokic with a screen on Conley. Pickett passes to Jokic. Here's Tyson. Pass to Jokic. That shot, no good. Good D by Gobert. Left side, Alexander Walker. Stolen by Jokic. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. Najee, good. Najee's got 8 points.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Conley into the lane. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Najee set to screen. Pass to Jokic. Over Gobert. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves lead by 7. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Denver's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Jokic up top. Pass to Strother. Back to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Edwards, no good.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Here's Strother. Here's Pickett. The Nuggets with another miss.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And out of bounds, the Nuggets will take it. And Minnesota will go for a different look. Outside Murray. 3-pointer. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
We've seen this before from Murray. In big games, too, a dynamic scorer.
MP outside. Lets it fly. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Nuggets trail by 6. Inside, DiVincenzo with a steal. Pass to Shannon. Now MP, covered by Jordan. MP, a screen on Gordon. Back to MP. Ooh, rejected by Jordan.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir, get it out of here.
Denver has gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. The Timberwolves lead by 6. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. DiVincenzo against Murray.
And the intensity Murray plays with is impressive. Excellent work forcing the issue and drawing the contact.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here. The first free throw is good.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
So he gets them both.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Randall, the pass to MP. To the paint.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good, MP. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq.
Well, right now for the Nuggets, they should win this one. But we always talk about these trap games where a team comes in thinking.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Denver Nuggets.
They've been a.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. Minnesota making a change here. MP's checked in. And a switch here also for Denver. Strother's checked in. We've got Dante DiVincenzo. MP is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Edwards in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Pass to Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got 20 points.
Yeah, nice play by Murray. A big guard who is unafraid to mix it up inside.
And what you love about this Denver offense, Grant, by and large, they take good shots.
Oh, they do. Top 5 in field goal percentage over the last 5 seasons. And a lot of that is Jokic delivering the ball to the right guy at the right time.
To the wing, right side. Jokic against MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fader on the way. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
MP outside. Randle, the pass to Reid. To the inside. Jokic against MP. Screen by MP. Here's DiVincenzo. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Throw it down, Nikola.
Powerful stuff from the Joker. The defense doesn't want any of that, and I don't blame him.
Randle, pass to MP. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. MP's got 4 points this quarter. Now here's Murray. Give him 20. Here's Gordon. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Murray passes to Gordon. Back to Murray. From downtown, it's rebounded by Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
And Denver making a change here. John Char's checked in.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Strother. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Strother's got his second bucket on the night.
The combo guard, Murray, capable of hurting you with his scoring as well as with his passing.
MP, the pass to Randall. Back to MP. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Strother. He's guarded by Conley. Pass to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Murray. Puts up a deep 3. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Conley with the ball. Checked by Murray. MP against Jordan. Here's Randall. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Murray passes to Jordan. And that'll be Denver's ball as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets able to keep possession here. Here's Murray. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for... Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting about 47%, a nice number. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Nikola Jokic. And it's Pickett in at the point guard position. Here's Jokic in the paint. Jokic going off.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Conley passes to MP. Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Four on the clock. Here's MP. MP right through him.
MP showing he's willing to engage the contact in the painted area. Overcome the challenges, young sir.
Pass to Jokic. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Here's Pickett. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Jokic with a screen on Conley. And the first one at the line is good. Clark is checked in for Alexander Walker. Saric checks in for Denver. He does not get the second one.
I'm sure he wanted to hit all his free throws, but at least he gave his team the lead.
Conley finds Clark. Conley passes to MP. Clock at 6. To the middle. To take the lead. Another shot. Getting it done inside. MP.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Here's Pickett. Soft touch off the glass. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Outside Edwards. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And his struggles continue offensively. Here's Pickett. There's the drive. Misses the layup.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
MP is doubled, and the call will be against Dario Saric. That's his first foul. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a switch here also for Denver. Brown's checked in for Saric. Up top, DiVincenzo. Edwards, the pass to DiVincenzo. Down low. MP with it. Working on Najee. The kick out to Conley. Takes the three. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Yep, that one goes. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Pass to MP. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Gobert against Jokic. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Saric checks in for Pickett. Here's Strother. Knocks it down from distance. And now a 6-point Nugget lead.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Minnesota shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. DiVincenzo on the wing. Back to MP. Pass to Conley. 6 to shoot. Picked by Gobert. Can they get it? Offensive rebound. And here's Edwards. Picked by Gobert. The triple hits for Edwards.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
Saric, the pass to Brown. Jokic with a screen on Conley. Brown trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. To the inside. MP finds DiVincenzo. Shot from 12. Yep, that one's good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Brown passes to Jokic. Pass to Najee. And here's Saric for 3. Buries it from 3. Saric has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Gobert with it. Covered by Jokic. Gobert passes to MP. Screen by MP. Here's Edwards. And he can't bank that one in.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Jacks up a 3. The shot by Najee, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
To the paint. Here's MP. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
When you see a young player with a level of physicality, MP doing work on the inside.
Free throw good. MP. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Randall comes in for Mike Conley. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Denver. Murray comes in for Šarić. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Randall outside. Inside. Here's MP. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. MP's got 20 points.
What a quality possession. MP cashing in down low.
To the inside. Here's Jokic. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
He's caught fire here in the second half. Better late than never.
Outside. DiVincenzo. 4-3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Brown's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Down low. Pass to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Outside, DiVincenzo to the middle. MP finds Randall. Basket counts.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
The Nuggets want a timeout. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior.